176 against her. She has struck out 53. Now, bases on balls have been a problem at times. She's walked 30. Make it, 30 walks on the year in those 53 and 2/3 innings. She would like to reduce that number.
And she's only going to pitch tonight, Lynn. Usually she's a true two-way player, and usually we see her swing the stick, but she's only going to pitch tonight. I don't know if her communication device is not working, I guess.
Yeah, they have switched already. We've got a technical malfunction. You never saw that in the old days, did you?
No. It was all on touches. Didn't even have the call sheet chart.
LSU, in 25 previous meetings, has won 24 games. But this Southeastern Louisiana team, very aggressive, very eager, very upset-minded, and will run on the base paths at the drop of a hat.
Oh, my God. You said a mouthful there. They have led the nation in stolen bases every year from 2016 to 22. And they're leading the nation again this year.
The Lions next month will host the Southland Conference Softball Championship Tournament. So they're trying to knock McNeese off the top in the tournament. The Cowgirls have won it the last couple of years.
And it usually comes down to those two teams on the championship day.
Watson at the plate, and that one burns the outside edge. It's a strikeout from Lynch, and that was a beautifully delivered pitch.
It was.
Taylor Pleasance on the left side of the infield. Carly Petty and Raylene Gutierrez are on the right side, and Hannah Carson is behind the plate tonight. Here's Chloe McGee. McGee hitting .350.
And Lynn, she's 17 of 22 in stolen bases.
And she chases a high pitch. That was not in the strike zone. A pair of strikeouts by Lynch to open the game.
Lynch will feast all night if Southeastern swings at this rise ball.
That pitch was unhittable. Shoulder high at least. But it looked good to McGee. Here's Maria DeTillier. She's first pitch swinging.
Slappers love that high pitch, but that one was certainly not in the zone.
Maria hitting .374. Every batter in the lineup for the Lions is hitting at least 300. Every one of them.
Maria has the most base on balls for the Lions at 14. But Lynch is pumping in strikes. And maybe that's Beth Torina's MO. She wants to get Lynch really going in the circle.
This is the 41st game for the Lions. And
Ooh,
DeTillier.
That was a pretty pitch. Just missed.
DeTillier is one of 5 players who have started every game for Southeastern this year.
So it's a curveball.
Perhaps a little bit down.
Yep.
And the 1-2 pitch. Off the plate a little bit.
Came back to the same spot, missed a little bit more, so didn't get the call.
Kaylin Watson struck out, so did Chloe McGee. 2 balls, 2 strikes on DeTillier. And a high fly ball is belted deep to left center field. Briggs is calling off Newland, and the center fielder makes the catch where the grass and the dirt meet in deep left center field. But a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the first pitch is a little bit off the mark from Allison Brunson. She's from Gina, Louisiana.
It's off of I-10 on the way to Texas. We're going to see her highest pitch at 64 miles an hour. Change, a drop, and a curve. I think for the righties that they're going to see a ton of curveballs.
She hasn't pitched a lot. She's 3-0. She does have a victory over Ole Miss this year and a 1.36 ERA.
Just a freshman, correct?
Yes. Oh, actually a junior.
Oh, she's a newbie because she transferred in from Northwest Florida State College. which is very close to Destin.
10 walks allowed in 25 2/3 innings, 22 hits. She is not a strikeout pitcher. She's only fanned 7 in those 25 2/3 innings. But the opposition has been controlled pretty much. The batting average against her is only .227.
Big outing for her here.
It is.
Small town of Jenna, and she gets to pitch against the LSU Tigers. Did I say Gina?
It's Gina.
But which is not on the way. Where is it? North Louisiana?
Northeast, East Central Louisiana.
Got
LaSalle
it
Parish.
wrong. Got it
LaSalle
wrong.
Parish. Catahoula Lake.
Got it completely wrong. It's not on I-10. I'll get you lost. Don't listen to me. Listen to your GPS.
Here we go with Briggs. Briggs is concluding a magnificent career at LSU. Couple of homers, 17 driven in on the year. She is a defensive walking highlight in center field.
2-time Golden Glove winner, the only one in the country. And then she can put down this bunt, which she, oh, wow. Oh, we had an obstruction. I saw Newland on the ground, and I was thinking, did she slip?
There is no play on the bunt by Briggs. That's her 48th hit, and that leads the team.
I think Watson took her out at second. Happens. You see the obstruction call from Blue.
This brings on Taylor Pleasance. She's been slumping just a little bit. Her average has slipped under 300. 6 homers and a team leading 34 driven in. She's had a couple of walk-off home runs this year. The 1-0 pitch coming right now to Pleasance. And a chop to the right side. There'll be only one play. It's at first base. Maddie Watson at second base, picking it up and getting it over to Lexi Johnson.
Pleasance moves 2 runners in scoring position.
And here is Raylene Gutierrez.
With the most doubles on the team. We saw that in our graphic a couple of minutes ago.
And Yvette, you've described her so accurately as the most improved player from last year. And certainly there's a lot of evidence to bear that out.
Truly having the best year of her career here. Saving the best for last, as we keep talking about 8 seniors on this Tiger team.
It's been a while since she's hit a home run. She hit a lot of them early. She's got 5.
I think she'd like to have that pitch back. She wanted to swing and held on.
Her 31 RBI total is second behind Pleasance's 34. And the 1-1 pitch coming with 1 out. LSU trying to take a 2-0 lead. That one missed somewhere.
Good looking changeup there.
It was.
Maybe a little elevated for Blue.
Look at Gutierrez's numbers from a year ago, hitting .285. Right now, .343. Slugging percentage has almost doubled.
But look at those RBIs. Got to squeeze. Does it?
The runner is tagged out by Krolchek. That bunt did not get far enough out on the field. Krolchek was able to pick it up and was able to lay the tag on Allie Newland.
Yeah. Gutierrez needed to push that ball a little further. And Newland just kind of stopped. She was dead to right.
So it's a fielder's choice. Runners on the corners, and here is Mackenzie Rudity. There's the change, and it drops in for a strike.
This will be a huge win for the Lions right here if they can get out of this inning without allowing the Tigers to score. First 2 runners on with nobody out.
Indeed it would.
Mackenzie Rudity has worked herself up in the lineup. She had a tremendous weekend at Florida. Every time I looked up, she was getting a hit.
Gutierrez moves up, uncontested. And the 1-1 pitch. Another off speed. It drops in for a strike.
Getting a steady dose of changeups here. Look at how far back the right side of the infield is playing.
Allison Brunson misses low and away.
Lexi Johnson is playing in right field. And she's supposed to be the first baseman.
She's really back. Not expecting Ruderty to drop a bunt that way. This ball is lifted into left field. Watson is out there. She's got it in foul territory. And indeed, the Lions fight off the Tigers.
Out to lose, period.
Right.
If you lost, you just fell out of the rankings. But it was definitely a heartbreak. It didn't seem to me to be so critical that it would have dropped us to to make us hit the road for a regional tournament. So not a good loss.
Only 1-0 though.
Yeah, but like I said,
it still
kept
eats you,
us.
doesn't it?
Sure, we had a very good team. And we got sent on the road to Arizona State, I believe.
Here's the 2-0 to Krolchek. That rises outside of the zone.
And the run was an error. So it kind of, but we didn't hit, we didn't score, so can't blame it on that. But yes, the loss is mine.
There's a 4-pitch pass. And that's really about the only chink in Kelly Lynch's armor this year in the circle. She's had an excessive number of walks.
She's given up a few home runs, but that's to be expected because her best pitch is her rise ball. That ball doesn't move through the zone. That's the one that's going over the fence.
But the number that really jumps out at you is 20 fewer hits than innings pitched. That's remarkable.
Yep. She's been a tremendous pickup for the Tigers, both with her bat and her arm.
First for Southeastern, 0-0, Briley Broussard.
Briley Broussard is the new Rabbit at first base.
Rabbit is they got a lot of Lapins on this team.
Lapin. Cajun French for Rabbit. The pitch bunted back to the circle. There's only one play. Lynch gets it over to Carly Petty covering. The sacrifice is successful. And now the Lapin is at second base.
And Lynch, just like the rest of the Tiger pitchers, feels her position cleanly. She's a good-looking athlete. Of course, she's a transfer from the University of Washington, and is a fifth-year senior.
Here's the first baseman, Lexi Johnson, hitting .303.
Are we shocked that Rick Freeman gave up an out to move a runner?
Not much.
116 stolen bases.
But he will play small ball. That is a foul ball, not by much.
By inches. Right when it went over the bag, it was fouled.
Rick Freeman looked at the plate umpire and
watch this.
Wiggled his hands as if to say,
fair, foul.
Yeah, it's foul. He looked at the plate umpire and wiggled his hands as if to say, come see, come saw.
Good, man.
One ball, two strikes on Lexi Johnson.
Preseason first team all Southland Conference. 2023 all Southland Conference first team, all Louisiana second team.
Her 5 home runs lead the Lions. She's also had 4 doubles and a pair of triples.
So this is who Southeastern wants right now.
The 1-2 pitch rips the outside corner. That left a scar on the edge.
Definitely left Johnson guessing there. Just couldn't pull the trigger, but very good pitch from Lynch.
Indeed it was. That's her 3rd strikeout. And here is Audrey Greeley, the DP. Greeley brings a .330 average to the plate. She has started every game except one. Couple of homers, 15 driven in.
She's a senior. Seems like we have said her name forever. Guess so. She's a senior. Preseason All Southland Conference first team. 3-time All Southland Conference first team.
She's had a marvelous career in Hammond. And Yvette, speaking of Hammond and the Hammond area, Slidell specifically was severely damaged by an overnight tornado, and the damage is considerable. And our best and our prayers to those people who are recovering. And it'll be a long recovery period. The officials over there were saying it's the most damage in the area since Hurricane Katrina.
Wow.
I don't think there was loss of life, which is
good.
The great news.
Good. I mean, all of Louisiana was under this tornado watch today, and all the schools in Baton Rouge were canceled. LSU was canceled.
And a lot of games have been canceled or postponed as well all across the South.
And it is amazing. Of course, this field was redone a couple of years ago, but there is no water on that outfield. And it monsooned here today.
Oh, yeah.
It rained till my house, which is about 20 miles away, it rained till about 2 o'clock.
Here's the 3-2 pitch to Greeley. Off the mark. And that continues the inning. So a pair of walks in the frame, one to Krolchek, and now a 2-out walk to Greeley. They're at second and first, respectively. And here's Colleen Cullivan. There were places in the New Orleans area that got 10 inches of rain, and 5 or 6 was common here in Baton Rouge.
Oh, my gosh, the bowl. Terrible to get that much rain in New Orleans. Hope the pumps worked.
That's a strike. It got a little sliver of the outside edge.
Yeah, if Lynch lives there, the lefties are going to have a tough time hitting that pitch.
Cullivan has done a nice job with runners in scoring position. Her average in situations like these is .378. The slapper runs up and waves at it. And Lynch is working ahead. A ball, 2 strikes. Krolchek at second base. Greeley on first. No score. 2 on. 2 out. Top of the second.
The Lions have the batters up that they want in this scoring possibility. Let's see if they can deliver. Got a pretty good crowd here for a Wednesday night. I mean, I'm sure 90% of these people thought that this game was going to be canceled.
LSU did not hold school today. And the 1-2 pitch coming. It's laid foul again.
You know, with all the technology now, and everybody's warned so much in advance, but man, school was never called off when we were at school. You just hid underneath your desk if the weather was bad.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off again. There were not formal classes at Southeastern today either, but there was remote schooling through the internet.
Sure, and that's what makes it very doable to call off school on all levels now.
Once again, the 1-2 pitch. A check swing.
Did she go?
I thought she did. They throw it down to first base.
Ask?
The runner gets back. Now the appeal.
Yeah.
And the third base umpire said no.
You got to ask the blue at third on a lefty. It was close. Let's see.
Not quite.
Nope.
I'll go
Good
with the
job.
umpire on that one.
Good job. And that's with the naked eye.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in each of the...
To LSU softball, his sister, Shantae Freeman, played for the Tigers on those original inaugural teams when the sport came back.
Carly Petty gets the bunt down and takes first base. Krolchek jumped on it from behind the plate, but then fumbled it away. And that'll be the second base hit for LSU. Here's Michaela Walker. And Freeman wants a word with the plate umpire, Laura King. Michael Thibodeau is working first base. Alan Lunsford is the third base umpire.
Could he be asking if the ball was fair? What?
Call on the field is upheld. Fair ball.
It's very close. You have to have indisputable evidence. Laura King behind the plate. She does as good a job as you'll find in this game.
Now, Michaela Walker steps to the plate. 1 for 11 on the season. But that one was a huge hit. A 3-run home run versus Nichols.
I think we were calling that game.
Walker out of Marietta, Georgia. She hit that home run with 2 aboard in Thibodaux. 2-0.
Maybe I'll watch that game. I do remember the home run, though.
The outfield is pretty deep and straight away. There is a brisk wind blowing in toward the hitters. This is not a hitter's friendly wind tonight.
Just a steady change of pace of off-speed pitches here.
And the 2-1 pitch coming to Walker. Runner is on the move. The peg bounces down. It's collected by the second baseman. The tag is applied, and Carly Petty is thrown out.
That was a great throw. I mean, it was in the dirt, but she got rid of it quick.
And Maddie Watson did a really nice job of scooping it and laying the tag.
I mean, it's a candy hop that she got. Not a great throw, but she gets the big hop, and that's a no question. She threw her out.
The 3-1 pitch, a big swing and a miss. Krolchek has retired 9 of 32 base stealers this year. That's 26%. The 3-2 pitch fouled off. LSU will not play tomorrow, but it will start a series against Auburn on the 12th, 13th, and 14th. And we'll have all 3 games for you right here on the SEC ESPN network.
Ooh,
this is a fair ball. The right fielder falls down, gets up throwing to second base. The slide not in time. That's her first double of the season, her second hit. Both of her hits have been extra bases. And she puts herself in scoring position.
That ball just hung right inside the line. And a good strong throw. Right fielder slipped.
That may have saved a run.
Absolutely.
The Krolchek pegged to second base to wipe out Petty on the steal attempt. And here is Carson. That's in the dirt, and Krolchek keeps it in front of her. Hannah Carson hitting .237. Both of her extra base hits have been doubles. She has driven in 8 runs this year. The 1-1 misses somewhere.
Was it low?
We've seen a lot of changeups from Allison Brunson.
Yeah. Looked like another good one there.
Perhaps downstairs. Kaylin Watson doesn't have to move much in left field, and there's the second out.
Number 2, third baseman, Lennox McGee.
There are two Watsons in the starting lineup for Southeastern. They are not related. Second baseman Maddie Watson and first left fielder Kaylin Watson. Here's McKee at the bottom of the order. Maddox hitting .229. This is her 16th start. 7 driven in, a couple of doubles on the year.
And most importantly, she's solidified third base after Coffey was lost for the year. It was kind of a little scramble over there at third base, but Madison McKee has come in and kind of solidified that position now.
She's a freshman.
She's a good one.
And the 1-1 pitch. She also can run very swiftly, McKee.
Well, everybody in the Tiger lineup can run. They don't have the stolen bases that Southeastern has, but they run well. They're very good athletes. Of course, you know, there's so many lefties in the lineup, so they kind of got that extra step towards first base. Tigers have 3 hits so far with nothing to show for it.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Grounded sharply to Watson, and she picks it up, gets it over to the first baseman for the out, and once again.
Here. Tulane does not have a softball team. Get with it, guys.
This is Cam Goodman at the plate. The senior center fielder. She's batting for the first time. The Lions have had 2 base runners. They came on a Kroll check walk to lead off the second and a 2-out walk issued to Greeley. The 1-1. Goodman couldn't find it as she ran up to slap it. Watson, the left fielder, and the shortstop McGee will also bat in the inning. The pitch. Looped foul. That's up in the screen on the left side. Looking ahead to that LSU Auburn series, the Friday game is at 6 o'clock. The Saturday game is at 4 o'clock. And the Sunday game is at 1 o'clock. All Central Daylight Saving Time.
Cam Goodman is one of 2 players in program history with over 100 career stolen bases. And she's another one that's a preseason All-Southern Conference second team, but she made the team.
Allie Newland doesn't have to move much. And Goodman flies out to Newland in left field.
Got a steady dose of lefties from this Southeastern club also hitting.
Yeah, let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the lineup.
Wow, that was a beautiful screwball right there. Evidently, something wrong with it. Lynch just kind of grins. But as we said, Laura King does a good job behind the plate. It's hard to be consistent in an inconsistent world.
That's steered well wide. Look at Watson and Kolchak. 2 and 3 in the Southland Conference in batting.
There's a base hit.
A solid ground single up the middle out of the reach of Carly Petty. So Watson continues to do what she's been doing all year. She has been really tough, double tough at the top of the order.
I'm thinking he's going to steal now. I don't think she's going to stay on first.
She has 20 stolen bases. She's been caught 3 times.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's going to steal in this first pitch, but I think he's going to do it.
Watson took a bluff,
bluffs
but
the
came
lead.
back.
Yep, and that's critical. You want to use the same lead on every pitch.
Chloe McGee at the plate. She's a freshman, but she has drawn attention, especially for her defensive ability, and she's hitting .350.
There she goes.
Swing and a miss to protect the
She's
runner.
safe.
The throw is on the third base side, and Watson easily has her 21st stolen base of the year.
And that was very athletic. Watch this. Her slide, she's going to stop. Watch this. She hits, she stops, she reaches, and she kind of rolled over. I think the ground, she slid maybe a little bit too soon. Hit a patch there that flipped her.
And she still had the agility and mental awareness to get to the bag.
Oh, to be young again, to be able to maneuver yourself like that, huh?
I would just like to be able to tie my shoes.
My hips hurt watching that. Very athletic move, though.
The pitch to McGee upstairs. There is some bullpen activity now for LSU.
Slappers may be making an adjustment here on this rise ball. Seem like they're might be seeing it a little bit better and not fishing for that pitch. Nothing good happens with a pitch over your head.
Here's a chop that Pleasance grabs but has no chance to make a play. She laid out, was able to get the leather on it and keep it from rolling into center field. Pleasance with a heck of a play, but she had to put it in her pocket.
Absolutely, but good base running here. Kind of recognizes that ball's in front of her. Then Pleasance tries to do the fake, but he's not biting.
So McGee, the freshman from Watson, Louisiana, and Live Oak High School, is at first base with the infield hit up the middle. And a strike to Maria Detillier.
Maria has the most walks on the team, but she's down 0-2 right now.
She's hitting .413 with runners in scoring position.
She doesn't want to strike out with the bat on her shoulders. Good take. Has her change up at 57 miles an hour.
Detillier is from Gramercy, Louisiana, and she went to Lutcher. So her former teammates are out on the left field berm watching Detillier.
Yeah, there you go. That's on the way to New Orleans.
Yep. The 2-2 pitch.
Oh.
Belted deep to left field. This ball is carrying, and it's out of here. The Lions on a home run. The third of the season by Maria Detillier have taken a 3-0 lead, and look at the jubilation at home plate.
And that dugout empties. And you knew off the bat, and look at her Lutcher teammates. Let's see what this is. This is a screwball that just doesn't get tucked in. It's right there in the swing path.
And Detillier's third home run of the year accounts for 3 runs. And it's 3-0 Lions. They've had 3 consecutive base hits after one was out. And these 3 hits are their first of the game. Here's Krolchek, who walked in the second inning. The pitch. Off the plate a little bit.
Won't see much or any reaction from Lynn. She's a pretty cool customer in that circle.
Krolchek was an all Southland Conference preseason first team member. Last year she was the Southland Player of the Year and the hitter of the year. She's looking to earn her third consecutive first-team All-Southland Conference honors.
Don't see that chin strap too much on the helmets anymore.
She's got 5 triples, does Krolczyk. And that's
walk,
among the nation's leaders.
She's got to walk right now, though, and the Lions continue their occupation of base paths.
There have been 4 that have come to the plate. 3 have scored, and Krolczyk has walked. Here's Maddie Watson, who had a sacrifice bunt last time.
And there they go again.
And the stolen base is good by Krolczyk. What was the number the Lions came in at in stolen bases?
Was it 116?
So they're at 118 now. And that leads the nation. 118 stolen bases.
And
Carson has not thrown out anybody in 6 tries over the course of the season.
And they're going to keep running till they get thrown out, and then they'll probably still run.
Lynch has made some nice pitches on the outside part of the plate, but she also has walked 3. And after 2 singles, Detillier banged one up on the left field berm.
Yep, the walks will always come back to haunt you, and then Lynch just, she made a bad pitch. Kudos to the hitter to jump all over that pitch.
Watson waits, and now the count is level at 2.
Feel like Lynch just kind of yanks that curveball. It's a spin pitch.
Watson was a starter as a freshman at shortstop and then was converted to second base the last couple of years. Taylor Pleasance retreats and takes the pop-up in short left field. So that's the first out of the inning. A runner still at second base. 3 runs in, make it the second out of the inning, and 3 runs in on Detillier's home run. Lexi Johnson at the plate. First pitch swinging and lines it into the glove of Gutierrez.
4 teams, including Northwestern, with new head coach Lacey Prejean in her first year at the helm. Now there's a girl who knows some Cajun French.
Allie Newland smacks it on a hop to McGee. She makes a nice play and gets Newland.
Good arm.
They have raved about Chloe McGee's defensive abilities as a young shortstop.
Look at this strike to first base.
Right over the top and just whips it right to the chest of the first baseman. Here's Sierra Briggs. Briggs has moved her team-leading hitting streak to 12 games on the basis of the bunt single in the first. So Briggs now has hit safely in 12 consecutive games, and that's the longest hitting streak for the Tigers. In fact, there's only one other Tiger with a hitting streak right now, and that's Newland at 6. Here's the 1-1. Allison Brunson has done a really nice job of keeping LSU away from the plate. The Tigers have had some base runners. They left 2 in scoring position in the first. They left a runner at second base in the second, but they have not been able to deliver the hit which would produce a run.
I just kept
and Brunson hasn't struck out anybody, and she's likely not to strike out many. She's just not a strikeout pitcher.
Right.
But her ERA is excellent.
No
There's
question.
ball 4. LSU will use base runners any way they can get them right now. That's walk number 2. By the way, Yvette, talking about controlling hitters, and this is pretty darn good. Lion pitchers have only given up 8 home runs the entire year. What a tiny number.
Yeah, that's a fantastic stat.
And Brunson has not allowed a home run this year.
Well, she doesn't throw particularly hard, so the hitter has to generate their own power for that off-speed pitch.
I'm a little bit surprised that LSU has not been able to handle that, because it does have a little bit of a hump. It's recognizable fairly early.
I don't know if they were going up there looking for the screwball.
The 0-2 pitch fouled away. Brunson has done an excellent job of mixing pitches and mixing speeds. Taylor Pleasance grounded out to second base last time. The 0-2 pitch is wide off the plate.
Brunson having a little difficulty now finding the strike zone. Ooh.
Pleasance is plunked. And it brings on Gutierrez representing the tying run.
Tried to come inside with the drop ball. No question about that one.
That's the first time Brunson has hit a batter this year. Where was that one?
Strike zone has gotten a little tighter here in the last inning.
Perhaps a little low.
Little. Not
Here's
much.
the 1-0 pitch. That's there for a strike. It's
You'll
been a
notice.
while since Gutierrez has had a home run. Her last one was March 22nd against Missouri in the 4th inning. She's had over 30 at-bats without one since then. This would be a good time.
This would be a good time. You'll notice that a lot of the pitchers will come right back to a pitch that they missed. Throw the same exact pitch trying to land it. That's 2 change-ups right there in a row that were a little high.
You are living dangerously when you keep it up there. 3 balls and a strike. 1 out, 2 aboard. Tigers trail by 3. Gutierrez chops it up the middle. Look at the shortstop make the play. Chloe McGee left her feet and her momentum carried her to the bag
Does the
for the
left
force
fielder
out.
think it's 3 outs? I think she does. Kaylin Watson, I think, thought it was 3 outs. She's jumping up and down, but boy, just being in the right place at the right time. And your momentum, she did everything she could.
A 6 unassisted put out at second base on the fielder's choice. Now it's Rudity with runners at first and third. There's the changeup, and there's a strike.
Kaylin Watson, she jumped about as high as you could, and then she came running in from the left field. I think she thought it was 3 outs.
A runner at third, a runner at first. Rudity fouled out to left field last time and goes that way again into the net. Yvette, there are 64 wins combined right now between these two teams.
Having
Southeastern
good
is
years.
33-7. LSU is 31-6.
Both having good years. A lot of good softball played in this state.
That's away and perhaps down. Two outs, 2 on. The Tigers have had opportunities.
That was a heck of a play there.
And the pitch. Off the mark. Now the 2-2. Grounded to the left side. Scooped up by Detillier. The throw is on the mark. Over to Lexi Johnson. And once again, LSU has opportunities but cannot convert as the Lions have thrown.
To those girls on the berm, they're having a good time.
They are. Greeley comes in with a .330 average, and it's still at that point. She walked in the second. Audrey Greeley is a senior from Geismar, Louisiana. Preseason first team All Southland Conference. She's had a really good career in Hammond. 3-time All Conference member.
Yes, she has. And every time we've called a Lion softball game, her name has stood out.
Her dad, Jim Greeley, is a former LSU baseball player.
Well, there you go. She comes by it honestly. Wonder if he was a lefty.
Here's the 2-2. Steer, right called.
That's a beautiful changeup on the outside corner. Location, location, location.
Here's Colleen Cullivan, who struck out her last time, and she's a little tardy on that swing.
I was about to say, she looked like she swung when the ball was in the glove.
That's loop foul. Lynch works ahead.
And we're being told her dad was a righty. But you know what? I bet you he fed her wiffle balls trying to make her a lefty when she was little.
Lynch has struck out 5. She's walked 3. And she has surrendered 3 hits, but the big blow, a 3-run home run by Maria Detillier. 2-1. Or make it 1-2. 1 out, nobody on base, and a 3-0 lead for the Lions in the 4th.
The hits are evened up at 3 apiece. But the Lions have the runs.
Taylor Pleasance is calling for it, and she's got it in foul ground behind third.
There's some gremlins out there on the infield. She just tripped over first base. It's the second player I see trip. Maybe it's still a little damp. Of course, the infield was covered.
There is no standing water in the outfield.
It's
it may be a
amazing.
little bit soft in a few places, but the footing has been true to this point.
But look, it doesn't look like it's torn up anywhere.
Not at all.
From just this game being played. Ooh, that ball's hit well.
It is carrying, and over the wall. Cam Goodman at the bottom of the order has just slammed her first home run, and it gives the Lions a 4-0 lead. And look at the happiness at the plate.
Look at that gritty coming in to touch home plate. Yeah, the Lions are starting to maybe believe here, but here comes Beth Torina. And once again, that's a rise ball on the outside corner that's just not really moving through the zone.
Yvette, she will never forget that swing. That is her first extra base hit of the year.
Oh, my.
She's had 1 extra base hit, and she lines it over the right field wall. And we've got a new catcher as well. Macy Bergeron is now catching. She has replaced Hannah Carson. The Tigers find themselves trailing 4-0 to the Lions, who have taken the attack to LSU.
Well, they've jumped on 2 mistakes that have gone out of the park. Chafin, she of the slow windup and quick delivery.
Kaylin Watson at the plate. She's 1 for 2. She scored last inning on the home run by Detillier. The 0-2 pitch to Watson. Chokes up a little bit. And it's on its way. It's low and away. This is a 400-plus hitter. She's been really, really impressive at the top of the order. And 28 driven in. That's a big number for a leadoff batter. The 1-2. Upstairs.
Southeastern has 3 wins over Power 5 opponents: Syracuse, Maryland, and Ole Miss.
Watson has 12 extra base hits, 5 doubles, 3 triples, and 4 home runs. The pitch steered outside by Chapin. That last pitch was 1 revolution short of 70 miles an hour. This is hit sharply and gloved by Carly Petty. The steady one at second base gets it done.
The hardest thrower on the staff, and you see she comes in with that big, heavy drop ball right there.
So the Lions are eager to try to pull off the upset over the Tigers. And right now they're up 4-0. A 3-run homer in the 3rd inning and a solo shot in the 4th. Dubois is among the ERA leaders in the Southland Conference. She's 2nd behind her teammate. Boy, that's pretty good stuff when you can run out the 1st and 2nd lowest ERAs in the league.
It is, and the freshman did a good job when she came in, but you can see that Dubois is a harder thrower. And
the looper is caught on the run by McGee at shortstop.
So a good change of pace for Southeastern.
Mm-hmm. So Petty had a bunt single and now pops up on the infield to the shortstop, McGee. And here is Michaela Walker, who had a double last time. Sliced it off down the right field line.
Trying to get Michaela Walker some more at bats. She had a big home run against Nichols, so I guess it was midweek last week.
In a bit, let me correct an erroneous bit of information I gave earlier, because the game coming up this weekend against Auburn, the Saturday game, is at 6 o'clock. I erroneously said 4 o'clock, looking at some old information. But the game times are 6, 6, and 1 on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against the Auburn Tigers. Coached for the final time by Mickey Dean this year.
Yep. Good guy, Mickey Dean.
Here's the 3-0 to Walker, right down Main Street, but the umpire didn't see it that way. Dubois has been a busy pitcher for Southeastern. This is her 98th career appearance. Tigers will use base runners any way they can get them. That's there for a strike.
Bryce Neal, you've seen him come in the picture. He's coaching first base. He's a data analytic driven coach. Plays a numbers-based game. Bright young coach. There he is. Coming from Louisville.
Macy Bergeron is batting for the first time. And she waits on that pitch, but fouls it away. The Lions are looking for an upset. And only their 2nd victory against a nationally ranked team. The pitch in on the fist. A good job by Dubois of getting it where Bergeron could not handle it.
Dubois is getting a steady dose of drop balls here.
The 0-2 to Bergeron.
There's another
Steered
one.
outside. Left fielder Watson is playing her as a pull hitter. There's a big gap in left center field. You can barely see the left fielder in the corner of your screen. Here's the pitch at 1-2. Change up, ram foul.
Bergeron saw that pitch all the way, just a little early.
Swing and a miss. Dubois threw a variety of pitches to Bergeron and gets her swinging.
I think this is another drop ball here, and she's throwing, oh, that's a rise ball. Good inside rise ball that's moving through the zone.
Here's Maddox McKee at the bottom of the order. She grounded out to second base last time. The Tigers have had at least one base runner in every inning. Strike one. They left two in scoring position in the first. They left a runner at second base in the second. They left runners on the corners in the third.
The changeup's just a little short.
4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Lions. But they've hit 2 home runs. That changeup stays a little bit tall.
She's left one short. She's left one high.
The 2-1 pitch, another floater.
Throws it again.
And that one's low. You know, Yvette, the 2 home runs tonight by Southeastern, and they have not been cheap. They have been very legitimate. But they only had 18 home runs the entire season.
Wow.
There's a liner past the diving shortstop. McGee couldn't get it. And McKee goes the other way and sustains the inning. Walker is at second base. McKee on first with 2 outs.
Good piece of hitting here. We've said it before. The Tigers are a very good oppo hitting team. They will hit the ball where it's pitched.
And this brings on the top of the order and a young lady who's having an All-America type season in Allie Newland. Strike one on the inside part of the plate. Newland came into the game tied with Briggs for a team-leading .379 average. 8 home runs, 34 driven in.
And she has come through time and time again for the Tigers. Will she do it here? And you are right, All-America year at the plate and in the field.
She's been good with runners in scoring position at .475.
I love to say this little snap throw here. Love to say this snap, this stat. Her mom played softball.
I'm quite sure it was a different game, aren't you?
Well, the game has progressed considerably.
The 2-1. Low and away.
But her mom didn't play in the era when we didn't even wear batting helmets.
Not
Much
quite
younger than that.
Not quite that far back, huh?
No.
This one is fought
Can
off
she
in
get
the
it?
foul ground and caught by Detillier. Detillier jumped on that like a rat on a Cheeto in foul ground. Timely hitting Southeastern Louisiana team tonight.
Coming off of a weekend playing at Florida, and that last game was played Monday night. It's a good. Can't say it enough. These Tiger pitchers, they feel their position.
Chafin jumped on it and got it over to second baseman Petty covering.
Tried to sneak that bunt in there, but a little hard. And Chafin, as you said, cat quick off the mound. Ooh, cat quick, rat on a Cheeto. Kind of following that train.
Here's the home run lady with a 3-run blast last time. Maria Detillier. Let's
bat.
Now the 1-1 from reliever Chafin. Popped up. This will be a chance for Briggs. She calls off Taylor Pleasance, and Briggs makes the catch.
I think that's Briggs' first ball of the night.
It is.
Not much action in the outfield. Maybe.
No, actually, the Tillier flied to Briggs in the first inning.
Okay. I haven't seen a lot of fly balls.
Well, I think that's only the third one to the outfield.
2 went over the fence.
Yeah, Briggs has 2 catches, and Newland has 1. That's it in the outfield.
Chafin doing a good job here filling up the strike zones, but with good pitches.
2 outs, nobody on base.
As you said, we got Lynch in trouble with a base on balls.
Krolczyk takes a whack at it and can't find it.
Because that's a screwball that just kind of disappeared on her.
She has walked twice, has Krolczyk. The 0-2 pitch.
Kind of wasted that pitch trying to see if she'll fish.
One ball, 2 strikes on Bailey Krolczyk, a senior from Corpus Christi.
Very good catcher.
And she takes one that leaves a scar on the outside part of the plate. That
all in 1 inning.
LSU has had opportunities in each inning. They've had a runner in scoring position in each inning so far.
Yeah, they just can't get that big-time RBI hit.
Sierra Briggs is a graduate student from Yorba Linda, California. That sounds like a brand of wine to me. Yorba Linda. The pitch. Off the mark, 2-0. Briggs had a bunt base hit in the first. And her hitting streak is now 12 games. And she walked and was left at third in the third.
Dubois wasn't happy with that first pitch call. She thought she had a strike.
There's one. Missouri has defeated Drake tonight, 6-3. Ole Miss and Louisiana Tech postponed. That game was scheduled for Ruston. South Alabama and Mississippi State postponed in Starkville. There's another strike, and the count is 2-2.
She throws a heavy drop ball.
She does. Heavy is a great description for it. Kentucky and Louisville canceled.
All the same weather we had, probably just moving up.
Oh, yeah. South Florida beat Florida tonight.
Oh, what was that score?
7-4. Briggs is out at first base.
She got her leaning with that changeup. Hadn't showed it at all in that at bat, and she just pulled it out there and got Briggs leaning a little bit.
Georgia State shut out, or excuse me, Georgia shut out Georgia State 5-0. Briggs is retired at first base on a 1-3 put out, and here's Taylor Pleasance, who has grounded out and been hit by a pitch.
Ooh, that was a nice looking changeup she's pulled out here. You got a flip change on that one.
There's another off-speed pitch, but it misses.
You watch Krolczyk pound her leg when she's kind of telling the defense, let's go. Here comes the pitch. See if we see it.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Oh, that should be.
Cullivan backing up, looking up. Home run! Taylor Pleasance, you can pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye.
You know, you don't even have to look. You don't even have to look at the ball. You see the swing, you hear the crack of the bat, and you feel pretty good that the ball's going over the fence.
And she beat the wind blowing in from that direction. It's her 7th home run of the year, an elevated pitch, and Pleasance got the bat level up there to get it.
Doesn't matter if it's baseball or if it's softball. If the pitch gets elevated, It's not good for the pitcher. Great for the hitter.
So the Tigers finally changed the scoreboard. They would have loved to have had one of those in previous innings with people on base. This one comes with one out and nobody on. And a hot shot through on the right side by Gutierrez, her first base hit.
That's 2 hits back-to-back now. Tiger offense showing some life. Let's see where this pitch is. It's a drop ball that doesn't completely drop.
And Gutierrez turns it around to right field. This brings on Ruderty, who has fouled out to left and grounded out to third.
Ruderty 0 for 2 tonight, but she had, as I said before, an excellent weekend in Florida. And the Tigers had the Monday night game, which I think every SEC team has one at some point. So a quick turnaround.
The pitch is off the mark to Ruderty. Well, with that single by Gutierrez, she has reached base in 24 consecutive games. That's a team high, a season high, and a career high for Raylene Gutierrez.
She would definitely get the Most Improved Player of the Year award.
A shot into right field as Ruderty pulls one into the corner, and runners at first and third as Gutierrez long-legged it over to third base. Ruderty follows Gutierrez's single with one of her own.
And let's see here. It is a...
Bedell actually is the pinch runner at first base, so she's on her way to third. There is Bedell. Savannah Bedell running for Ruderty. Or excuse me, running for Gutierrez. And the Tigers now bring the tying run to the plate in the person of Carly Petty, who has a bunt base hit. And she was the first batter that Dubois faced. That pops the mitt, but it's high and tight.
And she's a drop ball pitcher.
We will show you Krolchek in a moment as she takes that mitt on her left hand and just bangs her left thigh. There's a one-hopper grab by the shortstop. They do get a net. No, it's safe. Safe at second base.
We're going to ask for a headset call here, and wasn't quite sure of the hesitation. That was a good ball to turn 2 on.
I thought McGee had a chance to get to the bag herself.
Let's see.
Right here, I thought McGee would take it herself. Instead, she makes the little flip.
Oh.
SLU is challenging the call at second of safe.
I think even though there was some hesitation,
big moment in this game. Tigers are trying to mount a comeback here.
The call on the field is being changed to out.
I think the system worked.
I did
too. Very close play. And clearly, second baseman Watson was not on the bag early, but I think she was able to recover.
Well, I think it looked weird because she hesitated, and so to the naked eye, you know, the hesitation might have caused. We have a pitching change here.
And of course, the Tigers did get a run out of it, with Bedell scoring from third. And the new pitcher is Blanchard, and we'll come back in a moment. Sarah Blanchard is in the circle now. It's a 4-2 game. The Lions lead LSU. We are back to play. Michaela Walker at the plate. Nubs this one past the circle, and it's a foul ball apparently.
And Blanchard up 0-2. The 5'7" senior from Metairie, Louisiana. What we're going to see from her is her highest pitch velo is at 60 miles an hour. She's going to throw a drop, a curve, and a change. But look at here, Lynn. She's 13-1. Ooh, that's a good-looking changeup.
0 for 9 with runners in scoring position.
They had a chance in every inning.
Maddie Watson at the plate takes a liking to the first one and fouls it back.
And it's up to Chafin to keep the Tigers close here.
She has faced 4 batters and retired all of them. Kelly Lynch started and was lifted after 3 2/3 innings. One to Watson.
I think this is the best Southeastern team we've seen in a while.
I agree.
They pitch well. They're jumping on pitches that are mistakes. They play good defense. And of course, they're always going to run and steal bases.
And then it's a ball club whose lineup has been very stable over the course of this year. They've got 5 players of the 9 in the lineup who have started every game. They've got 2 who have started every game but 1. They've got 1 which has started every game than 2. Watson pops it up to her counterpart, Carly Petty making the catch.
And they're veteran players. I mean, we recognize those names. We've said them for 4 years, are having a good night and good seasons.
Well, Cam Goodman at the bottom of the order is the least experienced, and this is her 36th start. She's the young lady who just delivered her first extra base hit of the season, and it was a home run over the right field wall. Lexi Johnson hits it hard the other way and drives it through to right field for a base hit. That's her first hit. And the first base runner off of the reliever, Raylan Chafin. So Cam Goodman with that home run, and also Maria DeTillier. Faith Kivett is the runner for Johnson.
Let's see how many bases she's stolen.
Now batting, designated player number 12, Audrey Greeley.
She has stolen 4. She's attempted 6.
Audrey Greeley at the plate. She has walked and struck out. This is the first time she has seen Chafin tonight. 4 runs, 5 hits for the Lions. 2 runs, 7 hits for the Tigers. That misses extra bases by about a stride.
Southeastern is squaring up some balls.
Well, again,
A little gunshine sending people.
well, number 2, the offenses are so much better.
The call on the field is being changed. The runner is out for leaving early.
And they got it right. She was clearly taking advantage of the rules.
She was.
So, Yvette, when you were coaching, did you designate a player or 2 or somebody in that dugout to be
we
viewing
did.
that? And okay, you're responsible for this, you're responsible for this?
Yes. But I don't know. I feel like this is not what the intent of the rule was.
Here's Greeley. Takes a strike. But somebody in that dugout had sharp eyes.
Absolutely.
And then the coach has got to trust the opinion she's getting.
Which, that one is I think is not as self-motivated as did I tag her at second, was I safe, all that, This is kind of a little bit more black and white, whereas, every player thinks they're safe, or every player thinks that they made that tag in time. Got a lot more coaches, too, these days to look at everything.
You talk about a proliferation of a coaching staff.
My gosh.
How about basketball?
Yeah,
There's more coaches than players.
Yeah, I've said that for a couple years. But, when I was at Louisiana when we were USL, and Pat Murphy, the head coach at Alabama, was my assistant. He went home every summer. 3 really closely contested games, and as we said, they just played Monday night, so got back from Florida, had a day to kind of recover, and they out here again today.
LSU lost 4-2, won it 4-3, and then lost in extra innings, 6-5.
Let's say those two teams are evenly matched.
Again, game times against Auburn Friday at 6 this weekend. Saturday at 6. Sunday at 1. Yvette and I will be occupying these chairs for all 3 games. We hope you'll join us on the SEC ESPN network. Bergeron lobs this one out of reach. Foul.
I'm impressed by Krolchek. She's halfway down the third base line in foul territory talking to her left fielder.
By the way, the LSU spring football game is also at 6 o'clock on Saturday.
No, didn't realize that.
You will on Saturday.
There'll be a crowd out here, huh? Is baseball here or away?
No, baseball's away.
That would be crazy.
Baseball goes to Tennessee. And there is a base runner, which brings the potential tying run to the plate. Let's see if the Tigers will use a pinch runner. Maddox McKee has grounded to second and singled. Bergeron will stay on the bag at first.
Good looking freshman for the Tigers here.
He takes a wicked cut and slices it foul.
She can hit, she can slap, she can bunt.
And she is swift on the base paths. I would like to see her and Briggs in a dash around the bases. And you can throw in Giglio for that matter.
It's fun to watch these athletes that can fly, run from first to third.
So much of good base running extends past mere speed. It's how you cut the bases,
absolutely,
the angles you use, the momentum you can gather. The 1-2 pitch. Got her on that elevated pitch. That looked like it had a little bend to it at the end as well.
Yeah,
was that possibly
break.
a rise curve?
Let's see what it does here. I think it just keeps moving. I think it's just a rise ball in the outside corner.
So Sarah Blanchard, the second reliever of the night, has struck out 2 of the 3 batters she's faced.
As we said, she's 13-1.
Yep.
I'd have to see who she lost to.
Well, they've only lost 7 games the whole year. She's also got 4 saves. Looking for a 5th one here tonight. The 2-0 pitch to Newland. This is where the Tigers want to be. They would like to have a base runner with no outs, of course. But Newland and Briggs, LSU's best 2 hitters.
Top of the lineup here.
And they are lined up to go here. Newland has walked and grounded out and fouled out to third.
Coach Freeman not liking some of those calls.
Not at all. Here's a 3-1 count. And it'll go to full count. Give credit to Southeastern. This team has been scrappy. It's had 2 home runs at key times. It has played errorless softball, and it has applied pressure on the base paths. Newland swings at a bad pitch and strikes out. That is very rare.
Yeah, it was
but
like
Blanchard was able to entice her into going after one that was much elevated.
Yeah, kind of like a Newland kind of was indecisive.
That is rare. But Blanchard gets a second strikeout in the inning, and now here's Briggs, who's 1 for 2.
Does Blanchard have?
Steve Wright.
Oh, that was the 3 strikeouts she's had so far, right? We just saw a graphic.
Blanchard's loss was against an SEC opponent, 4-1 to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Briggs. LSU needs another base runner or 2. And the pitch.
It's a backdoor
right down
curve.
Main Street. Briggs was running up on it, and pretty much impossible to take a swing at that.
Backdoor curve.
Briggs has hit safely now in 12 straight games. With that single in the first, it was a bunt base hit. The 1-2 pitch. Chop to the left side. Shortstop transfers, fires, safe. Briggs is so swift to the bag.
She is, but what a play by McGee.
We were told that her work defensively was something special.
Yeah,
I believe it.
Look at this.
You just can't do it any better than this. It's a very close play.
Are they going to challenge it?
She's safe, but what a... Here we go. Ball 1. Runners at second and first.
Got to be very careful with Pleasance, but then you got Gutierrez right behind her. What a great protection for Pleasance.
2 outs in the inning, 2 aboard. A 2-run deficit for LSU. That levels the count at 1. Pleasance has a team leading 35 driven in.
Slap of the glove.
Pleasance got jammed.
Yes, she did.
One ball, 2 strikes. Blanchard leans over and brings it. Pleasance spoils it off to the left side. Watch Krolchek. We've been talking about her left hand. That's the one that holds the mitt. And she will slap her thigh with the catcher's mitt just before the pitch is delivered. Kind of like, let's go, let's go, let's be tough. It'll come just before the release or the windup.
We used to do that. If the infield slapped the ground, let's say,
there you go.
Defense, hit it to me.
The 2-2 pitch. Drama in the 6th. Pleasance fights off another one. And give Blanchard some credit. She's come tight. She's come inside in the strike zone a couple of times.
You would think they would try to stay away from Pleasance. And here she is, 3rd on the LSU career home runs ranks. Whoa, 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 whoa. Coach
the whole
Freeman
infield was
out.
jumping up and down, lurching toward the dugout. They thought that was a called 3rd strike.
Coach Freeman came out of the dugout on that one.
The 3-2 pitch. The runners will be moving. LSU down by 2. Popped up. And squeezed by on base so far. And a lot of those in scoring position. Colleen Cullivan, 0 for 2 tonight, but still hitting .330. She chops it foul. Everyone in the lineup is hitting 300 or better for Southeastern. And that includes one 400 hitter at the top of the order. Sullivan has struck out and popped up to shortstop. It is an expectant bench right now for the Lions. They are really, really into this game. They can smell an upset of it, and this would be a huge win for the Lions should they hold on.
Well, we've talked about there's only one defeat between the two teams, and that was in Hammond. So if the Lions pull this off, it'll be the first time they win in Baton Rouge.
Now looking ahead to the 7th for LSU, it's Gutierrez, Rudity, and Petty scheduled to hit. The 2-2 pitch to Cullivan. Chop to Pleasant. She's got to get rid of it quickly, and she does it expertly as she normally does. Both of these shortstops tonight have exceptional throwing arms. Here's Cam Goodman. She's been a part of this lead with her first extra base hit of the season, a home run over the right field wall in the 4th inning. And she had fly to left field prior to that.
She's hitting number 9, and if I'm not mistaken, she used to be at the top of the lineup when we've called their games before.
14 driven in now. Well, she's got that leadoff hitter speed. She's 17 for 21 on the base paths.
I'm talking of it shows you don't have to be big in stature. And she's doing the gritty all the way in. I wonder how much she practiced that.
She hit it right between the stitches, and it rocketed out of here. But you've got people in this lineup with 20, 17, 13, 15, and 17 stolen bases.
I would say that's an art they practice every day.
The pitch, bunted foul. Both corner infielders were pinching down. Here's the 2-2.
Did she go?
I don't think she did, no.
I didn't either. Just doing the little chant.
You know, Hammond, let's take a look at another one. Close, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Hammond escaped that tornado damage, which did severe damage against in Slidell.
I haven't seen
about
any
45 minutes or so from Hammond.
Haven't seen the videos or the pictures.
It's not good.
Well, you went to sleep with the warnings and you woke up with your phone blaring.
Not only in Louisiana, but many, many states across the South. And it continues east of here. The 3-2 pitch to Cam Goodman.
That's
chopped
a base
up the
hit.
middle, and it finds the outfield grass. She battled and gets her second hit.
And she was clapping for herself all the way down the line. Gotta love this enthusiasm. But once it bounces over Chafin's head, it's a base hit all the way.
It comes with one out. We might watch her to be on the move. I think they send her, don't you? At some point.
Why not?
With a 2-run lead and one out.
Got Bergeron back there who does a better job of stopping the running game.
Watson at the plate. She's 1 for 3. Swings on the first pitch. And that one is sailing from McKee out of the reach of Petty. And the runners wind up at third and second respectively. McKee had to wait just a little bit. She kind of double clutched waiting on Petty, and then when she cut loose, I don't think her balance was quite where she wanted it to be, and she just threw it beyond Petty's reach.
Yeah, you're right. She kind of double clutched, and then she just kind of lobbed it instead of just, firing the ball there. But that's
6 hits for Southeastern, 2 runs, 8 hits for LSU.
And I said there wasn't an error in this game, and then we get one.
Pitch hitting for the Lions, number 3, Addison Contorno.
Addison Contormo, a freshman, will bat for McGee, who is 1 for 3 with an infield hit. And the
I was
pitch,
just about to say squeeze.
ball 1.
I think that's what she was in there for.
The second pitch to Contormo and a full swing foul ball.
These Lions have taken their hacks.
They are.
This young lady was a 3-time All-State player at Doyle High School. She started all 5 games in right field during opening weekend.
Here's the tag at the plate. Bergeron is able to lay it on Goodman for the out.
Was that a squeeze that blew up?
I'm not quite sure, but it was certainly a base running mistake by
It was.
Goodman.
That's why I thought maybe it was a squeeze. Let's see what happens here. Let's see.
Now
Hey.
watch Pleasance.
Yeah, Goodman.
Well, the
you're right.
runner left and put herself in a hopeless situation.
Yeah, she.
And then Pleasance was covering the bag at third and returned it to Bergeron.
Yeah, base running mistake. She's got to pick that up. That the ball's not bunted.
You got to commit or don't leave in the first place.
Well, I think she still had time to go back. Heads up play by Bergeron, though. She picked her off. Tigers may have gotten a gift there.
Well, that's a big second out.
Yeah, get him out of a hole.
Bergeron threw it down to Pleasance and then took the return throw to lay the tag on Goodman. Still a runner at third, 60 feet away on a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Addison Contorno.
Could be a very big play in this game, Lynn.
Indeed. Let's see what happens. There's another one spoiled.
Freshman hanging tough in there.
Contorno is punishing that gum, isn't she?
You see the ball being, the minute it hits the grass, they want a new one. So the grass may still be damp from the torrential rains we had.
Again, the 2-2. Way up, and Bergeron had to climb the ladder to save it.
Probably saved a run there. Bergeron's not exactly the tallest person on this team either. I think she's like 5'4", 5'5".
The 3-2 pitch is spoiled.
You've seen some pitches.
Once again, the full count pitch. Right down the middle, cold, third strike. It's Gutierrez, it's Rudity, and it's Petty. Ball 1.
Fans trying to get the Tiger hitters excited here.
Gutierrez has twice reached on a fielder's choice and singled. LSU has stranded 10 runners. The leadoff batters are 1 for 7. The pitch.
No question. That is the tail of the tape for tonight. That was a strike. Whew. Ooh, that was awfully close to take. Fans getting into it. Southeastern fans can kind of feel it. And Gutierrez says, not so fast.
Gutierrez winds up at second base with a double that split the center fielder and right fielder. It's double number 11, and the Tiger leadoff batters are now 2 for 7.
I tell you, that pitch before was borderline, and Gutierrez looked at it, but she got a second chance and starts off with a leadoff double.
Here's Mackenzie Ruderty, who's 1 for 3.
It's a senior-laden ball club. I don't think they're going to get shook by this deficit here.
LSU does not have a base runner or a base hit with runners in scoring position tonight. They are 0 for 10. Let's see if Ruderty can do something about it. A check swing foul ball. Look at Krolchek sprint after that ball on the left side.
I like her. She was down halfway down the third base line a while ago, helping out her left fielder. Exactly what you teach.
The 1-1.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Maybe a little low. That's a brave take by Ruderty.
It was a brave take by Gutierrez.
And the pitch. Slap foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Mackenzie Ruderty.
That didn't look so good. Krolchek just kind of slipped on that SEC circle.
Here we go at 2-2.
That ball got stuck in her hand. She was trying to throw a changeup.
Ruderty got some good metal on it.
She's had some good at-bats here tonight.
She fouled out to left field in the first. She grounded out to third base in the third. She singled in the fifth. Nobody out. Gutierrez at second base. And now the first 2 Tigers have reached. That's the second walk from Blanchard. She has started about 2/3 of the games. The pitch. That burns the edge for a strike. Petty falls behind 2 strikes. Raylene Gutierrez is at second base. Mackenzie Ruderty is behind her at first. Southeastern 4, LSU 2, bottom of the 7th. Nobody out. The 1-2 pitch just misses outside.
That's that changeup. Trying to, it's like a low rise.
That pitch was extremely close.
It does not, yeah, it doesn't miss by much. What do we have here?
She did not swing. We go to 3-2 with 2 on, nobody out, and a 2-run deficit for the Tigers.
Good take.
The 3-2 pitch. Ripped on a hop. Past Watson. Gutierrez scores. We've got a one-run game. Runners at first and third. 4-3 now. Southeastern trying to hang on.
But here
the
come
Tigers
the Tigers.
are coming in the seventh.
Finally getting some base hits with runners in scoring position.
That's a hot smash past the second baseman Watson for a base hit. And the first three Tigers have reached. That's the first base hit for LSU with a runner in scoring position.
Well, the Tigers have 10 runs. Just couldn't get some timely hitting, but starting to come now.
Here's Michaela
10
Walker.
hits, sorry. 10 hits.
Walker with a split grip. The tying run is at third base. And a strike to the youngster. Walker came into the game batting .091. She has a double, she has walked, and she has struck out. And she falls behind 2 strikes.
With 2 really good pitches.
Walker needs to make contact of some sort. The infield has pursed in toward the plate a little bit. The 0-2 popped up and
Out of play.
not playable. Petty has an RBI single through the right side, scoring Gutierrez. Rudity is the tying run at third base. Petty is the winning run at first. The 0-2 pitch to Walker. In the dirt and gobbled up by Krolchek.
We have a first and third here. Will she run?
The 1-2. Grounded to third. There'll be a play at first base. Rudity had to hold her ground at third. Petty moved up to second. Walker rolls out Detillier to Johnson. Now the winning run is at second base with 1 out. Here's Macy Bergeron. She has struck out and walked coming off the bench. The pitch. Ball 1.
She had a tough ending to that Florida series.
Maddox McKee is on deck.
She'd give anything for a base hit here.
Two and 0. The Tums are being passed around like breath mints in the crowd. The 2-0 pitch. Right.
Here's that off-speed pitch.
That got in on the hands again. And the count is level at 2-2. I've been impressed with Blanchard's willingness and ability to throw it close to the hands in the strike zone.
Yes, you're quite right about that. Not afraid to come in on the hitters. You can see that the grass it's damp.
The 2-2. Grounded foul again past third. This game is tighter than the top string on a Texas fiddle as we play in the bottom of the 7th inning, a 1-run game. The Lions are desperately trying to upset the Tigers. LSU with 1 out has runners at second and third, trailing by 1. The pitch at 2-2. Just tight. We go to full count.
Blanchard does have a drop ball. You want to keep the ball in the infield. If you're Southeastern, it's LSU, you just want a long fly ball here to tie it up. And she gets it.
Goodman coming on, makes the throw, not in time. We've got a tie ball game. Bergeron battling and battling and battling right now.
The call on the field is upheld. The runner did not leave early.
So Maddox McKee can win it for the Tigers. But first, Southeastern will gather in the circle. Let's see what Maddox McKee can do.
Got a player in that dugout that played on that team, Quinlan Duyon. Of course, she's director of ops for softball, and she is blowing up my phone. She said, this is triggering.
Allie Newland is on deck. First base is open. McKee levels the count after that foul ball at 1. 2 outs, 2 in. 3 in the third for Southeastern, 1 in the fourth. 2 in the fifth and 2 in the bottom of the seventh for the Tigers.
Game of inches. Gutierrez looked at a very close call. That could have been strike 3. She gets an extra pitch and she leads off with a double. And from there, it's been all Tigers.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The winning run at second base. Young Maddox McKee with the game on the line. Oh, another very, very brave take. Perhaps a little bit down.
Little out.
The 3-2 pitch.
Whoa. Southeastern was running off the field. It's ball 4.
There's been no call. Now the appeal, and it is ball 4.
They thought, Southeastern thought it was strike 3. I mean, the entire.
Oh, that's a great pitch.
My gosh.
That is an absolute strike. And you know, Yvette, I've been behind the plate a lot in baseball and softball. That's just one that the call wasn't made.
You missed it.
Nothing ever deliberate. But that looked like a very legitimate strike. Newland is the best hitter with runners in scoring position that LSU possesses. Here we go. Ball 1. Newland is hitting .463. In situations like these, she needs a base hit to extend her hitting streak to 7. She would love to do it right here. The 1-0 pitch. Pops the mitt for a strike. Briggs is on deck. 2 outs, 2 on, 2 in. Southeastern needs to be concerned only about Petty at second base. The pitch. Smashed on a line to center field and caught by Cam Goodman.
They did their damage early.
Home runs have accounted for all 4 runs for the Lions. A 3-run home run by Detillier in the third, and a 2-out solo home run by Goodman in the fourth. Raylan Chafin came on in the 4th inning in relief and has thrown shutout softball from the bullpen. Detillier is played as a pull hitter. There's a gap in right center. Krolchek and Watson will follow. A liner to left, and it is hooking foul. LSU has played 4 extra inning games this year. They've won 3 of them. And the Lions have played 3 extra inning games. They've won 2 of them.
It's about as close a stat as you can get. Even Steven. Two
2-2 to Detillier. That's banged
Base
right up
hit.
the middle. A clean single on the ground between Petty and the bag. And Detillier is 2 for 4.
Good piece of hitting, base hit all the way.
Now batting for Southeastern, the pitcher, number 15, Bailey Krolchek.
Here's Bailey Krolchek. 2 walks and a strikeout tonight.
Bailey Krolchek leads the team with 34 RBIs. Been very impressed with her behind the plate. Will he put the bunt on again? Yes, he does, and she executes it.
1-4 on the putout. Chafin to Petty covering. And Detillier moves into scoring position.
Now batting for the Lions.
Here's Maddie Watson. She burst on the scene as a shortstop with a good batting average as a freshman. Fell off a little bit last year. She was moved to second base, but is batting plus 300 on the year as a junior. Strike 1. Her average has slipped just below 300 tonight. 0 for 2. That changeup finds the strike zone.
He was frozen. Good looking pitch from Chafin.
Now the 0-2. Saved by Bergeron. And Yvette, in a game like this, every decision, every pitch, every check swing, every opportunity defensively can mean the ball game.
Every inch.
Here we go, 1-2.
Bergeron behind the plate has really improved from her freshman year.
Watson takes a big cut but can't find it. And that's the second out. Now it brings on Lexi Johnson. Let's look at this swing, though.
Just can't catch up to that rise ball.
Johnson is 1 for 3. There's the change, and there's another strike. Johnson has struck out, lined out to first, and singled last time. The 0-1 pitch to one of the best players in the Southland Conference. That's yanked outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The go-ahead run at second base in the 8th. Detillier will be running on contact with 2 down. We've got bonus softball for you. A little lanyap tonight. Let's play some ball, y'all. Swing and a miss. That one will heat your soup.
Not sure I heard that one before from you. Heat your soup. Get a little fire with that ball.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Ripped into right center field. This is going to the wall on a couple of hops. A big clutch RBI double by Lexi Johnson. She timed that one up a bit, hit it between the stitches, and cleanly drove it on a couple of hops to the right center field wall and collects the RBI. And here come the Lions. It's their first score since the 4th inning.
Well, and their best players are rising to the occasion. She's a preseason first-team All-Southland Conference pick. She just showed us why.
And this brings on Audrey Greeley, who has walked and struck out twice. Greeley.
How about that?
Wow! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Chafin, 4 1/3 innings of relief, but the Lions have scored in the top of the 8th inning on a single by Detillier, and later scoring on the 2-out Lexi Johnson double on a couple of bounces to the right center field wall.
And here come the Tigers with the meat of their lineup: Briggs, Pleasance, Gutierrez.
Briggs has 2 base hits, trying for a third. The throw in time. That is one heck of a play by Detillier at third base. That is brilliant.
Beth Torina's going to ask for the headset.
I thought she was out.
I didn't even, I thought Briggs was going to be safe. And then when she threw it, I was like, ooh, it's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
LSU is challenging the call at
Of course,
first
she's got a challenge.
of out.
She out of challenges. Did she challenge already?
Yeah, no, Beth has challenged here.
Okay, let's see.
I thought it was a bunt base hit right here, but look at this play.
Yeah, she's out. Unless her foot's not on the bag.
Maria Detillier was remarkable getting to that ball, and then rips a throw to first base right into the chest of Lexi Johnson with a lot of velocity.
You got to tip your cap to the defensive plays made on the last 2 balls hit. I've been impressed with Southeastern's arms on the left side of on the diamond.
Was that Watson covering at first base? Maybe it was, but it was Detillier ahead of Briggs, the lightning
bolt. The call on
bolt.
the field is upheld. Runner is out.
So put a star by Detillier's name defensively.
And all the green people go a little crazy in the stands.
Now here is Taylor Pleasance. She already has homered in this game. That's her only hit. That pops the mitt for a strike. Gutierrez is on deck. Sarah Blanchard. Changeup. Lifted foul out of play.
I've seen 18 hits in this ball game, Lynn.
Sarah spells her first name C-E-R-A, pronounced Sarah. The 0-2. She tried to work away on the edge and missed. How far will this carry? It's caught! Caught in right field at the wall by Cullivan.
Look at Southeastern's players. There goes the left fielder again.
The left fielder comes sprinting over. That's Watson. She's run 100 yards to get there. And this is one heck of a catch.
We have seen
I think this ball would have left the yard.
Let's see. It might have bounced at the track.
I think she may have saved a home run.
And she hit her arm. She could have just dropped that ball over the fence, but she didn't.
We have seen incredible outfield play by Allie Newland in left field for the Tigers and Cullivan in right field for the Lions. We are down to the last out. Gutierrez with a 1-0 count. 2-0 now. Mackenzie Rudity will be next if Gutierrez extends the game.
You know, when I coached, I never looked at the opposing people's athletes' faces, but doing these games, you see the excitement and the...
Oh, there's joy, there's tension, there's emotion.
The tears, the laughter, the...
It's a 4-pitch base on balls. Gutierrez, in her last 3 at-bats, has singled, doubled, and walked, and now it's up to Rudity,
Still
who has
life for
fouled
the
out to left, grounded out to third, singled, and walked, and scored.
still life for the Tigers.
Strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. McKenzie has a healthy average of .353. A liner down into the left field corner. That's down for a base hit. Watson returns it to the infield. Rudity extends the game with a clean single to left. And now the tying run is at second base with 2 outs.
This has been the comeback kids for the Tigers. All season long they've done this.
That's the 4th hit Blanchard has allowed in relief. Here's Petty batting .400 with runners in scoring position.
Blanchard has some really nice pitches. She just needs to string more together in an at-bat.
Petty has singled in a run her last 2 at-bats, and that one is right down Main Street.
That was a good one.
Petty singled in the 2nd on a bunt, popped up to the shortstop, singled in a run in the 5th, and did the same in the 7th. The 0-1 pitch. That's tight.
As you said, the Lions are not afraid to come in on the Tigers.
Walker is on deck. The 1-1. A little bit elevated. 2 balls and a strike.
Freeman just comes out of the dugout and just stares when he thinks that the calls are being missed.
A belt to deep left center field.
That's
Carrying. It's a game-winning home run. Carly Petty, with her first home run of the season, wins it for the Tigers. A walk-off 3-run blast.